So there's a buzzard that's just flown up. It's landed into the trees. It's just sat in the tree opposite me at the moment, so hopefully it will come down. Morning folks, and welcome back to another video. It's a beautiful cold frosty morning this morning, and I love it when it's like this. I'm not gonna lie, I went out yesterday to film for a video. I got some really nice footage of all the B-roll and everything, but the one problem was the subject didn't turn up. So you'll have to wait and see what I was out after yesterday, because I am going to go back and try and get it. So what I've decided to do today is come back down to my wildlife area, and what I want to do a two-part video, and it's all about the buzzards. The buzzards are coming in really well at the moment, in particular a juvenile male that was produced last year. He's coming in quite regular, but also get the adults, the female and the male, come in as well. So I wanted to get some footage of those on some really nice perches and posts on this first part, and then on the second part I want to talk a little bit and try and get different images, and by that I mean not your standard perch shots, so maybe go for wide angle, maybe use the macro, different angles. So that'll be in the second part of this video. But I also thought maybe I could talk to you a little bit about myself and why I'm so passionate about mental health and wildlife. You might not want to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Right then, I'm going to get in the hide, get set up, and yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit. Okay, we're in and set up. The little birds are all coming in now. Jays are coming in like no tomorrow. So busy with the jays. As soon as you put peanuts out, they're all over it. Right guys, whilst we're in the shed, and a lot of my viewers are mainly male, I think it's really important for me to talk about why I'm so passionate about mental health and wildlife. So for me, unfortunately, when I was 14 years old, I went through quite a traumatic event, and it was never dealt with at the time, and it wasn't spoken about. I blocked it out in my head for a long time, and unfortunately 27 years later it come back and bit me really hard. I showed all the classic signs of somebody struggling with mental health, until one day it got the better of me and I ended up having a breakdown. My wife was fantastic and very supportive. She got me into the doctors. I was signed off work for 3 months. My work was very good and they got me onto a counselling programme. So I had counselling for 3 months through my work, and we talked and tried to deal with the issue at hand, basically. Whilst I was off, my wife gave me the best bit of advice I could have ever had. She said, "Mike, you've always loved wildlife. You're always out with binoculars. But you bought me a camera last year and I've never used it. Why don't you use this time off now to go out with a camera and try and document and film and photograph the wildlife that you love so much?" And if I'm honest with you, it was the best form of therapy I ever had. Set up an Instagram account and I started talking about my mental health, being open and honest, and it was the best thing I could have done. And my account's grown over the years, but if it wasn't for wildlife and photography, I might not be sat here now. So I owe it a lot, and that's why I'm so passionate about mental health and wildlife, because we need to look after wildlife because it has such a powerful effect on people who are struggling. And I talk to that many people out there, wildlife photographers, who have struggled in the past. And we recently we talk about it all the time on the podcast, but recently a great guy, Tim Preston, put a post up about mental health, and we talk about that on an upcoming episode with Morton Hilmer. So if you want to listen to that, check out the Wild X podcast. It's on all podcasting platforms. So yeah, that's just a little bit about me and why I'm into photography and wildlife, and I'm so passionate about mental health awareness. You know, us guys won't talk, and the more that we talk about it, it gets rid of the stigma that's attached to it, and there is a stigma attached to it, and we need to get rid of it. So that's my little bit of talking done. Let's get back and see some beautiful wildlife. So, there's a buzzard that's just flown up. It's landed into the trees. It's just sat in the tree opposite me at the moment. So hopefully it will come down. I've got the camera on it at the moment. And, it's preening itself. So, it's going to be there a little while, but hopefully when it's finished preening, it's going to come down. The common buzzard, beauty-o, beauty-o, what an incredible bird that never ceases to amaze me. I remember walking in Wales with my dad as a young lad and looking up into the hills and seeing these amazing birds soaring on the thermals. I asked my dad at the time what they were, as I'd never seen anything like them before, and he responded, "They're buzzards, son. We don't get them back in England." Since then, what an incredible success story. They were hunted and persecuted in England to the point of extinction, but through conservation efforts, education and awareness, these fantastic birds are now thriving all over Britain and the UK. anybody out there that loves wildlife photography and fancies going on a bit of a trip to somewhere different for amazing subjects, we have a business, myself and Adam Dukes, who's also another phenomenal photographer. We have got trips to the Isle of Mull, Norway, Botswana, Mongolia, a number of places all around the world. So if you do fancy coming along, check out our website. It's www.apex-adventures.co.uk. We've also got an Instagram page, which is Apex Adventures Wildlife Safaris and Tours, I think. But I'll put a link up now. Check it out, and you can come along with myself and Adam to some amazing places and getting some not just amazing shots, but also some amazing memories. Wow, what an incredible day I've had. I am lucky because I do get lots of days like that down here, but I just love it when the buzzards perform like that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I also wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone, because the support, the likes, the comments, and just the fact that you're watching my videos is blows me away. It really does. I'm quite new to the YouTube and the video making, but I absolutely love it, I'm not going to lie. So hopefully I can make lots of videos of all my adventures travelling around the world, and, you know, mainly in the UK, but I've got some great trips abroad coming up. So yeah, if you could hit the subscribe button, It goes a long way, so I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll see you out there on the next one.